Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nick the Sheriff, DJ Sayer in the booth here. Sorry about the bad air, but we are live and better than ever. Twitch A-Train and Grower Not Shower playing against each other here to see who gets their spot in the King Seat match here. Of course, again, we do apologize about that technical break that we did have here. If anybody is annoyed or upset by it, tag Gordon Dixon and blame him.
Sounds right.
Well, we got another look here at Twitch A-Train, which is who we were watching in that second round matchup. They did end up beating out Matt Jenkins and Leon Hopkins 3-1 there. And so they're trying to get their spot on the other end here. Hage Howe and I Don't Know are going to be playing out to get the other spot in the King Seat match. And then we're just going to see how this bracket keeps developing here, and excited to see how it kind of plays out. The women's bracket also playing pretty much in a similar, if not identical, position there. And then the men's doubles cricket bracket pretty much cruising along as well, starting to break into that top 32 section, it looks like.
Cody coming on the board now, our fourth place finisher in the pro singles last night.
Yeah, Cody Chubbs is how I was. How he's like, you can call me Chubbs. And I was like, all right, if you want. And of course, Trevor here did also do a good run last night as well in the pro bracket, making it deep but not getting all the way. Let's see here. A-Train stepping up. Just going to pop those 19s. Oh, lax for a start. Just needs to tap them. Does do so. Last start here, I know he's definitely, from what I watched his warm-ups, just trying to get dialed in. So exactly what his partner probably wanted there. Just you go ahead, and if you need to get a 2-mark, 3-mark close, go for it. Otherwise, just pound it up. And they have a significant point lead in this one to start off. Cody is able to find 6 there, bringing it back within 98 points. But that's a pretty significant difference here, so Trevor should be able to just chug along as he pleases. He does like to throw that first start at point pretty much every time. Decides to stay on for the last start there. I think he definitely could have afforded one opportunity to throw a dart over at those 18s. Just to see what happens. Even if you want to throw your first 2 at point, just throw one at the dagger. And now A-Train's going to come up here, and I expect a first start trip before moving on. Of course, we do want to thank all of you for tuning in for day 2 of our coverage here. Excited to be bringing you coverage in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the 38th annual tour here for Arachnid. Excited to be bringing coverage of this. And, of course, our next stop will be November 3rd through the 5th over in South Carolina. And then the 10th through the 12th over in New York. Cody does not have a 9-mark opportunity here. 2 trips would not get the point lead, so just relegated to shoot those 18s. And a little bit of a wayward turn now, giving full control over for Trevor. Trevor does need to get rid of these 18s and keep this game moving, but loves throwing that first start at the 20s. Yeah, there you go. He does decide to go aggressive and doesn't unfortunately pay off. He tried to force it in at 20, but he is obviously not happy with the position of the dart. I think there was if he wasn't happy on the look on the 18 or the 20, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to get that second house started going downstairs, but did end up staying up and getting an extra 20 points, so nothing terribly wrong with the shot, just personal suggestion there.
So far, Trevor and Anthony just keeping Cody and Travis at bay, taking advantage of the 20 versus the 18. Anthony trying to shut it down.
Which is interesting, right? They've had different looks where they have had a wider point margin. And so to take a look there and then kind of switch back over to 20s immediately, I think if you're going to shoot that way, if you're going to do 2 at the point, 1 at the close, you might as well throw your points first and see how much you have before making that decision.
Yeah, I'm a believer that you take the first start at it and you hit a single, you've committed yourself at that point.
Correct.
Why are you slashing up numbers so that when your partner comes up, if he trips it, he's now losing a mark?
Exactly.
Like I know a lot of times playing in like a blind draw or a parity draw or whatever it is with a lesser player, especially, I don't want them throwing for close, because every time they do and they don't close it, you just slashed up numbers. So it's hard to maximize your marks moving forward.
Yeah, and then another interesting strategy point there that just happened was Trevor needed a just 2 18s, already had the point lead going in, and throws 2 at the point and tries to only throw 1 to close there. Again, just leaving an X and kind of wasting a dart there. So now you can see Anthony here just going to go back over to those 20s and try to get that point lead back in their favor by significant margin if they can. A 50-point difference means Trip can take a look upstairs with advantage. Let's see what you got in store for us, Cody. Oh, good first start, too. Oh, does not connect on the second. Looked well thrown as well. Just caught the barrel, kind of flung in a little bit wayward there. Throw it right. I mean, you can't really get too frustrated at that. Puts the monkey back on Trevor, though. Has to make sure I have a solid turn here. Decided to just stay upstairs and kind of pound that advantage. I mean, we talk about it, right? When you have those 20s, when you have that bigger house, don't be afraid to press it, right? And it forced the 7 mark out of Travis. He does hit it, getting a 6-point difference, but that was near perfection, and all he does was close the gap. A-Train just trying to connect on the last, doesn't do so. There was no version where he was going to move without hitting at least a 4 mark up there. Cody, first 2 downstairs, if he gets that point lead back or ties it, there's a good opportunity. He's going to take a look. Needs to hit a trip now. Yeah, so now it's only tied up, not really in their favor. Didn't sway in their direction and the opportunity where they really wanted to. Winner of this will get to play the Hag Howl team in the King Seat match. Derek Howard and Michael Hagenow. Or Hagnow, excuse me. So mark there from Travis. Just, again, a little bit of a back-and-forth teeter-totter in this. Getting into round 14, so we're getting into the late stage of the match, and it's definitely been a point battle. But having the 20 advantage and having the game dragged out this much, it kind of really shows that, honestly, the not-shower team kind of been mostly in control and forcing them to stay upstairs more often than they would like. Huge turn, though, for Anthony. Tries to load it up there. Again, opportunities where I understand it's a comfortability thing. You already hit the first tee. You might just want to stay on it, but they could be taking looks a little bit earlier than they have been. Cody's going to have to move to get around it. And he does. Great course correction. Saw how that second one hit his flight, decided to move over and corrected amazingly there, bringing it back within 16 points. Control still for Twitch, though. They answered right back with a 5. A little bit of a wayward dart. That was pretty low for him, trying to dial it in. And does get it too, but not the go he wanted. A-Train definitely struggling a little bit in this one, not as consistent as he would prefer.
So at a certain point, these guys are going to have to start thinking about the round out. We're in round 16 of 25. If this continues to just be a point battle, I would be surprised if we see another dart at close.
Yeah, it is definitely getting to the do or die time, especially because Twitch and A-Train's team typically prefer the high point battle type game anyways. They haven't taken very many aggressive looks at the close here, so it's really just about them with the 20 cementing a solid point lead for the rest of this if that's the approach they want to take. On the other end, Travis and the Grower Not Shower team need to shorten this. They need to get rid of those 20s. They don't want it to go to a point battle. Statistically, they're just not going to be favored just by like math alone. Finds the 20 on the first. And see, with that dart hanging overhead, he's going to try to place it to that left-hand side. Goes a little high on it, but there's moments where I just wonder, like, now with the point game and being so late in the leg, it makes sense to stay up for shots like that, but earlier those opportunities missed. And you can see Cody deciding to just go for the close there, and unfortunately takes all 3, so decides he does not want to play the round-out game.
Yeah, that's not smart. Continue to get the point lead. You can continue to keep yourself in it this late in the game because you know that your opponents are going to go for the 20.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge gamble because he's basically trying to hope that all he hits is a 3 mark on the 17s and then that they also hit a 7 on the next go. Trevor looks like he's keen to punish it, needs to connect on this last. That is the best case scenario I think that they could have expected. So now Travis has to hit a 7 on the 16s or 15s here to bring it back within range. It's a 5, but really, I mean, A-Train here gets a 6 mark opportunity. If he hits a trip single or trip on the 15, he gets a free shot at the 16s now. Good marker dart for him. And now he gets a free pot shot at the 16s. Ooh, doesn't connect. Well thrown dart. Yeah, good correction on the last there, but definitely a lax turn from Cody after a lax turn the previous one. So Trevor now full control. Just 3 singles needed. Oh, and the shot got way harder now. Pops the close. Needs to make sure he connects on a single here. And he does just play it safe. But outshot available. Travis can go double-double for the trip. This would be huge if they take it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and it goes single there. And that's a great shot, though. 6 mark there. Travis Brewster getting it in a 3-1 on the bull race and putting all the pressure on Anthony here.
Yeah, for Travis and Cody, the guy you want at the board right now, looking at 3 bulls. Although, given the way we saw Trevor hit bulls yesterday, you might want him shooting at the 3.
Oh, if I was Trevor, I just went and threw at the bulls the whole night. Like the rest of the night and into the morning, I was just throwing bulls to try to fix what was going on there. It does not connect, so the gamble does pay off. Cody won a bull here. We'll get them leg number 1. Just needs to recompose. And finds it. Thrower, not shower, does take leg number 1 there in this race to 3. And what it was a very grindy leg there. I mean, that's the type of stuff where it's going to see how that affects the rest of them, because that was a battle of attrition between the teams to see who plays Hagahow in the next round.
For the king seat.
Just want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching along with us for our Saturday morning / now afternoon coverage of the Kalamazoo, Michigan regional here. Armand, what country are you in now? You've been world traveler over there since TOC. See, we're getting right back into the point battle type mechanics. Finding that 3 mark there, though, isn't going to get a significant lead. Trip single needed to get that point lead back. Oh, room to grow. See, again, that's a very quick switch there. And I love getting rid of the 20s early normally, but I feel like those 2 singles are kind of wasted there, especially with that first start leaving so much room in the bed. I would probably like to see 2 down there before a switch. Good first start. Lays it in. Move up. There you go. Does connect with the 5 mark there. Down 8 points, but does have the number. So does tee it up and knock it down there for the not shower team. Now, DJ, how do you feel about teams that prefer to, like, in the situation, they get their 20s close, going straight to the 17s instead of the 18s there? Do you think there's any good or not good reasons to do that?
I hate it.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I don't understand ever giving up ground. Like, I know that I think on average the 18 is probably people's least favorite number, but I'm sorry, at this level, if you can't hit whatever triple you're aiming at, like, I don't get the logic of it.
That's fair. I was wondering, because that's always been a bad habit of mine, because every time I've done it, when I look at it in retrospect, I'm like, why would I give up real estate? I'm literally just making it harder for myself.
Exactly.
And so I've always wondered, I was like, is this just a me thing? But you see a lot of players opt to do that switch. I mean, even Kenny Doyle at like the upper echelon will usually go 17s before 18s unless going for a White Horse Open.
Yeah, I don't understand it. On a White Horse Open even, I mean, I would go 2019 17.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that one.
Yeah,
But
that's just an easier transition.
yeah. But to actually start your turn on the 17s instead of the 18s with the 18s in play. I mean, we see so many games end up in the thousands. Do you really want to lose 3 points a turn or 3 points a dart in a 1,000-point leg?
Well, you can see the Grower Not Shower team does hit a huge 9 there to go ahead and get back that advantage that they almost lost as everyone's kind of been heating up on the dartboard. Joey, I would tell that to Millard, but it would go over his head. It was a very bad height joke. Sorry, everyone. Let's see what A-Train does here. With the hot hand following him, I imagine he's just going to have to load up on bulls here. No need for anything fancy at the moment. Oh, another one of those would do him kindly. Ooh, throws it a little bit high. Definitely needed it. So Cody now 3 bulls will take a 2-0 advantage here. Yeah, it was a smart switch on the last. You did not want to leave them an outshot in a game where you should be taking it out there. So
he should have switched after the first.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. But at least he got it on the last.
Needed at least 2 to push the bull out of reach for a 3-dart finish. So, yeah, after missing that first. You hit a single, stay there. You don't, you got to move.
Needs this one to connect again in a little bit risky territory. And he drags it down.
Yeah, terrible dirt.
Yeah, there's no other
so
way
Anthony
to
does get a look.
Single bull, double 18, trip 16, or trip, depending on how he approaches. Does find the double there. Just going to pile it in to try to set up a shot here for his partner. And again, a little bit of a lax start there. Good shot there. Cody does correct after a little bit of a scare on the bulls there. So Grover Not Sure up 2-0 now in this race to 3. We got Tristan Middleton in chat. We saw Gage Middleton and Kat Middleton doing great runs in their respective brackets. Kat getting second and Gage getting first. Seven mark open there for Trevor. Nineteens have to go away here. Gotta be careful with that first start, though. You don't want to get caught up. Big single. Oh, throws it right at that trip and doesn't get it in, but just barely there. Very sketchy territory to be in, but now 2-number advantage to start them off here. Just a 4 mark there. Full control for Twitch and Train. Yeah, just going right at it. He's going to just kind of keep moving along the board here. What a shot this would be. Great last start there. Goes for the double bull, setting up his partner with an outshot. Unless they 9 mark it. So, great shot there from Trevor. Seven mark also does prevent, well, it doesn't really prevent the outshot. Trip, double bull, but probably not going to shoot it that way. Let's see how he approaches it. Yeah, decides to go upstairs to get that point lead back first. Switching to the 19 and isn't connecting. Needs to make sure to at least get a single here. Oh, and that was a very lax turn there, so huge moments now. Down 3 numbers and the 2 bulls as well, so can't get too risky with it, but I expect at least 1 or 2 of the numbers to go away here. Does decide to just grab the 19s and go back to points. Solid go at it. And that was a very lazy last start there from Trevor. He just kind of held on to it and it kind of floated a little bit there. Wasn't throwing like his normal dart. So, again, Travis now with an opportunity. Tries to pop a shot there. Was going for the point, close. Only gets some points on the board there. So, kind of a little bit of breath of fresh air. Twitch and A-Train kind of getting away with that. I think the running theme, though, that we've seen for all three of these legs is that the Twitch A-Train team has come out swinging in the beginning, looking strong at the start of legs, and kind of falling flat in the second half when they need to be showing up the most. So definitely not the running theme you want to have. Now the 78-point difference needs a 4 mark to get the point advantage first. Good marker for him to load in this right side of the bed. Just is overthrowing that. Does connect on the last there. Well done correction. It seems like Trevor has one of those situations where he knows exactly what he's doing right or wrong with this throw, and is able to kind of correct it pretty quickly. Cody here, if he hits that first start trip, is going to go for those closes here. I think if he hits a first start trip, he stays on the 20 close no matter what. And now he's just going to try to close that differential. Oh, he does go for an aggressive close there. I mean, that's basically Trevor's favorite number is being upstairs right now. So I do get the shot, but we'll see. With him failing to close it, this could hurt. Oh, quick switch. Wasn't happy with the position of that dart. Travis now single 16 will get the point lead. So any points scored, those 20s are going away here. Oh, decides to stay. Did end up getting a 6 mark, but again, leaving those 20s, playing with fire. And that's exactly why 7 mark was hit on them. I think that last trip on the 16 would have been better sent hitting a single 20 there. Because that was a huge shot from A-Train. Yeah, now the 20s go away. But they're behind in points and not going to get that lead back. So down 20, and the other team does have the 17s and the 2 bulls in their back pocket. I don't love the situation now. And the 16s are away. Sides add some points there and goes and finds the 15s as well. Yeah, and that's exactly why I don't love the situation. Instead of going for that 6 mark on the 16s earlier, I mean, Travis should have popped that 20 in the last. That way would have prevented A-Train's 7 mark there. Because now this leg's a wash, and we're going to be going to another. Keeping our theme going of 2-0 starts into 2-1s. Having trouble settling in. Just needs to get the one. No outshot available for the other team. Place it in there. Ooh, goes a little bit low. Solid shot, but too little too late for this leg. But they will get the throw in the next. It'll be their first time having the throw this entire match. Twitch A-Train, 1-2 scoreline now on the board. Of course, guys, if you do want to follow along with our brackets here, all of our stuff is running now on the Tournament King software. So you can also go ahead and follow our Facebook group online, Tournament King Online, TKO Facebook group, to get linked up with operators that run the Tournament King tournaments. Of course, also on your app, if you go to BullShooter, go over to the tournament section and hit all events, you'll be able to see all the current brackets that we are running and be able to follow along there. And of course, if you plan on playing in a future regional like South Carolina or New York, which is coming up next, you will need to use that app, because that is how you're going to be logging into your boards, either using the app or the hop button there. So good time to re-download, get used to it, and get dialed in. Good shot there from Cottrell.
See what Travis elects to do here. Going to take away those 17s. Oh, he misses the third. So an opening now for Trevor. Down 2-1. This would be a chance to take control of this leg.
And Trevor throwing over a 5 that last leg, knowing that I wouldn't want to leave the opportunity to him. At the moment, he has been connecting on the board pretty well, although he's getting caught up on the wrong dart right now. He needs this one. Can't move off it. Oh, he does try to move off. I think just staying on there, at least it takes away one dart if you hit a single. You have to kind of make that one work, even if it's not ideal, because now Cody's just going to pop a single 17 and ideally throw a couple trips. Didn't end up hurting too much, though. A-Train can really make this hurt potentially. He needs a big round here.
No, if anything, he did him a favor, because now they forced to the bigger number.
Yeah, exactly, right? I actually agree with you there.
Like, I would have liked to seen the triple be on the 18.
Yeah, this is a huge moment now. Oh, it doesn't follow in on the second. If he followed it in there, had a free shot at the 20s. Now, with the higher ground here, I expect the 2 at the point want the close mentality. But, I mean, if he hits a first start trip, he can go for the close. Decides to go for it. Going to take all 3, though, so leaves a 7-mark opportunity to hit right back on him. A little bit risky. Yeah, this is going to be a huge one, I feel. Oh, doesn't flight in correctly. Does find a 6 mark downstairs, 33-point difference. Those first 2 legs, we saw these elongated extreme point battles, and now we're seeing a little bit more of an aggressive strategy from both teams, just trying to shorten this a little bit. I think that's a little testament to the stamina, just starting to feel these longer games and starting to play a factor towards the end of this match. Oh, good shot there from Travis. Doesn't connect on that last start, but I mean that's a big power swing turn right there. Find that trip 20, then trip 16. Just threw the last start a little quick. Doesn't connect. Twitch needs a 9. Trip would have left him at 270 there. Would have left a free shot at the 20s. But now instead these 20s are staying in the mix and pretty much open board state. Does find on the last, but 3 big singles is all Cody needs here to have a massive advantage going into the Bulls. This game 4 killer that we keep seeing in these race to 3 formats. The 2-0 into 2-1 into game over. It's what we've been seeing time and time again this weekend so far. Oh, needs the last bull there. There we go. Does connect. 3-1 win for Grower Not Shower over Twitch A-Train. And they will be moving on to the King Seat match there, which is what we're going to be getting next on our stream here. So exciting start. No technical difficulties. Knock on wood for the rest there. Again, appreciate your guys' patience as we are excited to be bringing you coverage of the Kalamazoo, Michigan regional tournament here. Going to take a quick break over here, and then we'll be back to the action in just a moment. Nick Teixeira, DJ Sayer. Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and darters alike. Nick DeShera and DJ Sayer in the booth here, bringing you our King Seat matchup for the Pro-Am. Grower Not Shower taking on Hagahow, and it's going to be Mike Haganow to start us off here. What should be an enticing affair. Had to wrangle these guys in. You guys can attribute that delay in the action to the Ohio State-Penn State game that is currently going on, as kind of detracted focus from them, so had them back on track here, and they moved a tablet over there with the screen on it, so they're not missing any action either. So don't you worry, folks. Excited to be bringing coverage of this one. You can see for Hagahow, this is going to be Trippy Hippie. That's Derek Howard. The name and style represent themselves there. Finding 5 there. Good opening for Hagahow, who have had a pretty strong run going into this, winning 3-1, 3-0, and 3-0, so only dropping 1 leg out of 10 total legs played. Grower Not Sure rocking a 6-2 record, as they did have a first round bye.
Yeah, in early doors, both players on Hagahow averaging, well, was 5, now 4.5 for Mike.
And Travis was definitely the more consistent player for the Grower Not Shower team. While Cody had moments of brilliance, he also had some very cold moments there. And I talked to him briefly after the last match we just saw him, and Cody's like, man, I was really feeling it. It felt like a battle of attrition at the beginning there, and had to get dialed back in, and that's why he switched to such an aggressive strategy later on. Cody, not much you can do here, and he can only load up a number and hope to get an opportunity later on to take some of these closes. Those X's are enticing to start closing some numbers down and closing that gap, but they're pretty far behind in this one. It's going to be a tough lead to come out on top of for them. Mike Haganow to go right at those 16s. See, Mike definitely has a little bit of a hitch, right? You can tell he's walking each and every dart in and then having to reset, so that's usually something that you see from players that that previously had or have trouble with releasing the dart. So Mr. Trippy Hippie here just needs 215s. Anything else is extra credit. He must study for that exam. Finds it immediately. Low on the bull, so plenty of room to find the double if he so desires. Doesn't quite find it, but gets a solid 4 mark there and does what he needs to do, and pretty much guaranteeing Hagahow the first leg here. Guys, make sure to give a share and let people know what you're watching along with and what you're doing, because this is where to be for the dart action today. Some good stuff coming our way. Coming up next, we're probably going to get that 3rd place and then the finals of the women's doubles combo there. So excited to see those ladies on our stream strutting their stuff is what I meant to say there. And then we'll come back over and finish out the 3rd place and finals of the Pro-Am bracket, assuming everything times out right. By the time that's all said and done, we'll be in the top 6, give or take, of the men's doubles cricket. So pretty smooth running action as Mike Haganow does take leg number 1 there. So Travis will start off here. Travis and Cody definitely had a little bit of a cold leg to get going there, so they're just going to have to heat up like they did. They did show some moments of brilliance previous, so. Only a 3 there. See how Mike approaches this. Yeah, a little bit of a lazy second dart there. Only finding 2, so no real punishment there. Cody now can just grab those 19s. Scuba Steve Diker, how you doing, sir? Just to let you know, Scuba finally got that apple pie arrived back at my house today after having that get shipped back there. So thank you for that, sir. Appreciate it. I know that was also from Barb and Roy, so I'll send them my regards as well. But you were the delivery man. Let's see, finding some luck on the 18s here. Decides to stay up for all of them. Hits a 5 on it. And Travis just going to work there. Gets that point lead, then feels free to move on over. Does leave an interesting shot for Mike. If first start trip, single 19, and then over to the 20 would be a pretty huge shot. And then on the last start, there goes for the 20. I'm a big believer of just taking the easy number there because you're guaranteeing 1 dart less. Although getting the 20s, that is prime real estate away, but that single not going to come too handy at the moment. And Cody just going to go wide on it, deciding to go for some other numbers there. Again, interesting choices. It almost, with the way he hit that last start, kind of elects himself to downgrade here in numbers. Started at those 20s. Again, you're taking the first start at it. You kind of seem like you'd be relegated to close them. Instead, does a switch over. Does end up finding 4 on those 18s there. But an interesting choice to throw the first start there in the first place. If you're only going to throw 1 at the close, you might as well, again, take the easy one.
Well, I think the intention there is to throw the harder dart first. If it hits, then you continue with the shot. If it doesn't, you go back to score. So I actually agree with the shot from Trippy Hippie.
We'll see. Now they're set up pretty well to get both those numbers out of here in the same turn. 20s are gone. Goes back to the 18s here. And does do the switch to 19. So 22-point lead at the moment for Hagahau. But at 5 marks, all that's needed from Cody. First dart trip, then over to the 18. Ooh, decided to go for a Maloney double, but didn't aim inside. That was definitely not a tactful turn. If you're going to shoot the double, you have to aim that inside wire and take your time with it. If you throw it outside, there's no point throwing the double at all. Then you might as well just be throwing the triple. Derek's trying to punish, but there's not really much room left to find that bed. Tries to get underneath, and yeah, just gets caught up in the traffic jam there. '18s are gone now, just going to load it up downstairs. Decides to just go over immediately for an open. Love the shot because he hit it. Definitely a big gamble there. You either hit it or you don't. Now Mike Haganow relegated just to the 15s. Going to hit well on him, hitting 5. Only down 3 points here. Yeah, kind of just quick to switch in the last. Do like the shot from Cody. Doesn't connect, though. Doesn't leave a 9-mark shot here for Trippy Hippie, so they're doing all right. again, the quick double there going outside on it. I'm not as much. I used to hate throwing doubles in cricket, and I very rarely ever justified it. I kind of come around on it a lot, but you have to be tactful if you're going to be doing it. You can't be just throwing them quick and hoping that they go in. And this is a huge shot now for Mike potentially. Oh, he wanted that 17 to connect. Could have potentially hit a 9 mark there to swing it back in their favor. So Cody and Travis playing with a little bit of fire at the moment. Oh, does hit big on the last start there. Great connection. 49-point game now. Travis just needs to tap in these 3 bulls. No outshot available for Hagahau. There we go. Cody takes it, making it 1 apiece. And this race to 3 here was definitely a pretty much, I think it's fair to say, an off leg for these gentlemen. Kind of expect these guys to be in the 4s and higher range only. So a little bit of an off leg, a little bit of nervy darts. So we'll see if they're able to course correct here. Mike to start us off first. Great shot there, 7 mark open. You can definitely tell with that step forward. Like I said, it's about him trying to find his release point a little bit easier, trying to break that habit of holding onto the dart too long or not long enough. You can see in that second dart, it was kind of struggling for him. He kind of floated it in, but the first and third were nice and direct darts. You can see Derek Howard just going right downstairs. Just going to attack those 19s aggressively here. Just needs to get 1, 2, 3 on him. Does do so, and with extra credit at the end there. Overachiever you. Cody finds 5. But control right now for the Hagahau team. See if he decides to try to work it in there. I think taking a shot at the 18 is probably the right move here. He does try to take a shot, catches the wire. Does give Travis a shot for a perfect round. Could get away with the 7 mark, but would like to have a little bit more. Yeah, now he's just relegated to stay and isn't able to find a trip. So 2 18s and then back to the 20s here. Just going to load it in. Another big single. Does find it. Now just back over to the 20s to try to expand that point lead. Barely doesn't connect to the trip. Good shot there from Derek. Needs one more of those. And finds a trip as well. So now 2 houses up and a point advantage, getting themselves in prime position. You go up 2-1 here.
Cody gonna really need to mount a comeback here on the 16s. Does manage a 3rd dart triple to just barely take the point lead, but not really a spot of bother here for Mike.
Yeah, that's the operative phrase right there, just barely. So, does find a single to get that point lead back. Decides to stay up there in the last dart. I do like the shot. You have the higher ground. You have the extra number. It's more so on Travis and Cody to do the crazy shot, and you can just play smart from there. So, now Travis needs to try to find some. He needs to work his way around that flight. Does do so. Is there room for more? Yeah, it kicks low. Ooh, good switch from Derek there, finding those 16s. And decides to load up. Great 7 mark there. Yeah, basically kind of cementing that they're going to go up 2-0 here, barring some miracle comeback in this leg. Oh, that's hanging high, too. That's going to be awkward. Does get it in there. Can you get another? Yeah, I kind of overcorrected on that last start there. Could just try to throw it straight on through. Mike now just needs to make sure these 15s are closed, and then on to the Bulls to move on to leg number 4 here. Just does the bare minimum. Nothing fancy, no fanfare needed. Yes, Josh, that is correct. Jacob, how's it going, buddy? Lost Boy Darts in the chat here. Derek Howard trying to load it up. And connects a double there. Good shot for the Hagahow team. Up 2-1 in this race to 3 now. So going on to the next leg here, Cody and Travis will get the start, and they'll need to start off strong, as they were pretty much not in control of that leg. It was kind of pretty much Hagahow's game the whole time, so they're going to try to submit themselves in, maybe hope for an Ohio State touchdown to kind of rally them there. Just a 3 mark here. Oh, Mike's going to need to work that in. It's a good marker dart, and he does work it in just fine. Yeah, good correction there. Finding a 6, so Cody's going to throw his first 2 darts upstairs no matter what here. Can shoot down if he wants. Decides to stay and find 7. Cody Cottrell does sink it in. Mike saying Derek is an Ohio State fan as well. Well, let's be honest here. That's the correct decision, right? Always grew up a Ohio State fan, and then now living in Florida for quite a few years. I've grown quite fond of UCF and the Knights. I've gone to quite a few games now. Well, Stuart, I don't even know who Nick DeShare is. The latter point is correct there. Shouldn't you be missing some spots over there? What are you doing? Oh, here we go. Cody Cottrell finding a white horse at the right time, waking back up, and really good stuff there from Cody. Yeah, big pressure swing there. Derek Howard just going to have to load up those 16s now. Oh, that's a great placement for him to find another, though. Just needs to kick it between the uprights now. And does do so. 7 mark there. Bare minimum needed to get that point lead back. Keep themselves alive in this leg. But right now, I mean, grower not shower, just out in front. And does get on the last, though. Travis Brewster sinks it. Cody shooting an 8 in this one and looking great. Just needs to find these 15s and then over to the Bulls here. Goes high on it. Just going to work it in. Oh, you quitter. You quitter. Brings it down to 5, 6, 7. Yeah, these guys are definitely heating up. Compared to that first 2-game period where we kind of saw them all in the high 3 ranges, now playing more of the area we expect them to be, which is that mid 4 range and up. Good 7 mark there. Keeping the dream alive on the 15s. It goes down to the tiebreaker. I mean, it's basically been hold after hold here, so it's going to come down to who goes first. Does leave a white horse opportunity for Mike Hagenow. Does it tear down the roof if they hit it? Has to take one swing at it. Not going to go. Needs to switch to the Bulls quick. Only getting one. Double bull, single bull. I mean, if you hit at least 3 bulls in the first 2 darts, I think you stab at one of the numbers. Or he just loads it fully up and hoping that they just maintain that point lead after. It depends. Needs to stay true in this first start, though. Oh, he took the shot for it to make it a 4-3 bull race. Yeah, it does do the switch back. Needs to find him one more bull here, add some more pressure. Ooh, kind of got away from him. All right, well, Mike here. Oh, does get the double there. This is making it interesting. Needs to just stay true on this bull and lead the shot for his partner. And finds 4. Great shot there from Hagenow.
Derek gonna force Travis to earn this one. Putting in 4 bulls. With only 3 number advantage, he'll have to get the point lead first. That'll be easy peasy.
And lemon squeezy. Well, now it is going to be 2 apiece here going into a diddle tiebreaker. DJ, who you got here?
This one's too close to call for me. Both teams have kind of shown moments of brilliance and moments of not too brilliant. So I think the winner of the cork will certainly have the advantage. That's about as far as I'll go.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair answer there. I definitely think overall we see more explosiveness out of the not shower team, but the Hagahau team has just shown more consistency. So it really just depends on who starts off strong or not. Mike's going in for his diddle here. Does connect with it. So here we go. It's going to be Hagahau versus Grower Not Shower. Tiebreaker to see who gets their king seat.
Well, don't get much stronger open than that. 1080 for Mike to kick off the deciding leg.
You're taking full advantage of that diddle. Yeah, Derek here did need the 3 mark close to kind of submit it, and has hit it in the previous legs where he's had to shoot that, but took a lax moment there. So this is an opportunity for Cody to make up some lost distance here. Oh, and this is a good start to it. Needs to find this last one here to help close that gap. Does do so, getting the point lead back. Great shot from Cody Cottrell. And great shot there from Travis Brewster, taking full advantage of the opportunity, hitting that double 20 on the last. Great 6 mark shot there. Now forcing Derek Howard to open up a new number.
Yeah, Mike opened with a 9 mark, and then he and Derek both only combined for 3 marks between the two of them. And quickly, Travis and Cody have taken the lead.
Yeah, showing their explosiveness on the dartboard right now. Cody just needs to keep up that momentum here. Personally, I would love to see a trip on the 19 before making the move at the 18 here. And that's a great shot there from Cody. Oh, they're really heating it up now, right the way they want it to. Jacob, that is what I've been saying, but also in the same vein, if I say his name one more time, he might just appear in our chat, and who wants that? Great shot there from Travis Brewster. 6 mark as well. Yeah, The Grower Not Shower teams were showing up at the right moment right now, laying it on thick. Derek Howard does find 7 to help try to keep them alive in this, but Cody can really shut the door here. One more big turn, and it's all but done. Finds the 19s first. Just needs to get those 16s closed, and hits the double on the last, another 6 mark, averaging a 6.33. His partner a 5.33. Yep, but now it's just up to Travis. All he has to do is hit nice big 3 singles here. No fanfare needed. You can tell they definitely really focused in on this, so it's paying off in dividends, finding just the 3 needed. Not completely out of it here. Derek Howard needs to stay true and find a bunch of bulls. We have seen it get dicey on the finish line here for a few teams. Yeah, being down 6 bulls, they needed to hit at least 2 before taking a look at any 19s there. Cody finds the first and the second. Needs to connect on the last and put it on the counter. Cody Cottrell, Grower Not Shower. Cody and Travis will be your King Seat holders here. Congratulations to the gentlemen as they will continue on their run here. Coming up next, we got the Ringers girls and Kaja and Sass coming to our pen for the 3rd place match of the ladies. I'm excited to continue bringing you coverage of this. So don't go far, folks. We'll have more action coming your way shortly. Nick Teixeira, DJ Sayer, coming at you in just a moment here. ladies, please come on in because it's time to show them on the stream. Third place match here. We got the Ringers girls and Kaja and Sass taking it on here. Kaja Principal to start us off. Going to be that women's combo format, so it's going to be that 301 split score. So we have to keep in mind those freeze rules in effect here. And then it's going to be to cricket for leg number 2. So excited to see who gets into the last match there. Waiting in your queen seat. It's going to be Blondie and Obs. A little bit of a lax start there for Christy, so Sarah here can do some work. She's a smooth criminal with it. She kind of just brings the arm up and then releases it all in one motion. It's pretty quick. It's very sneaky darts, almost like some ninja stars away. It doesn't throw from the hip, but when you bring it up, that last motion's very quick. Good shot here from Denise. One more would be great. Does find the 150 there. Great shot from Denise. So Kaja needs to set herself up. Ooh, doesn't connect on the last, but good fall out there. 157 in a fat bull format's perfectly fine. And all Chrissy should be thinking right now is make sure not to freeze Denise. I need to make sure to score here. One more bowl would pretty much do all the work needed. Needs to get below 61 here, so 2 bulls and needs to trip the last start. Does not trip the last start. Does hit a wonderful hat trick there, but Denise is eligible to take out the 151 now. Yeah, not going to go. So now she is just going to work on trying to set up, making sure that Kaja and Sarah try not to get shots by setting up a potential freeze on the next go. Only at 113, though, doesn't do what she intended, so Kaja will get a look at 157. Throw the bulls first there to bring down the score. Yeah, leaving herself at 120 doesn't take advantage of the opportunity either. So now it's up to Christy to make sure Denise does get another look here. Great start to the campaign. One more bull. That is an important shot. Now there's no way that they can freeze, so Sarah needs to take out the 65 now. 15 for bull. Doesn't connect. Just needs to make sure go nice and true. Yep, go high on it if you need to. 17 points, so no freeze possible. So 113 can go. Can still go if she goes for a trip, but I don't know. I almost wonder if at that point with 93, just it's such an awkward shot anyways, to focus on bringing it down might have been the better option, and then hope that Kaja misses. Now Kaja will get a look at the 128 and basically can't freeze Sarah more than likely here. As long as she hits at least one bull. Doesn't do it. So I spoke too soon. 99 is the shot now for Christy.
Well, more importantly for Kaja's shot there, she needed to freeze Christy.
Absolutely.
That was very much in play. Christy not throwing for the finish.
Single 17 now for Sarah. Oh, goes high on it. And Kaja cannot be frozen, so Denise needs to focus on taking this out and bringing her score down as well. But taking it out comes priority right at the moment. Double 14 now. Inside wire shot. Now pressure back on Prisbel. Big bull for the win for leg number 1. Oh, doesn't connect. That is a massive miss there. Is there another look at the 17? And does get it there. So Kaja and Sass take leg number 1 here in this best of 3 format. Jacob, I did answer earlier in that leg before you tuned in there, but yeah, with Hagen, I was a little half step forward. I mean, we talked about how that's usually the signs of whenever someone had a hitch or some dartitis, having trouble releasing the dart and trying to force their body forward to kind of remind them when the release point is. So obviously not ideal, but just showing that he's coming off strugglesome part of the throw there. So definitely relatable. Oh, what a shot from Gaja there. 7 mark for Prisbel. Denise needs to find this last start in that trip 17. Yeah, last one kind of just got away from her. You can see how quick Sarah practically sprinted up to the line here. Excited at the opportunity being 1 up already, and now basically getting an open board to play with. Taking full advantage, finding the 18s immediately. It doesn't quite get the 17s, but now 2 houses and numbers up. Great start for the ladies here. Christy putting in some work, finding a 5 mark there. Kaja need 2 singles on either one of their numbers to get the point lead back. Gets the close. I think the last one got away from her because she looked pretty frustrated at how that last start was flying, but does get the close down in points. So let's see how Denise approaches. Denise does go for this close. Yeah, Sarah's just going to load this up. Finds the point lead. Now we're going to switch away. Oh, just needed a big single. Tried to get some extra credit by going for that trip there. Doesn't work out in her favor, so interesting shot here for Denise. Needs a big one here. And she's kind of deciding what she wants to do. If I'm Sarah here, I go up, I pick up those 16s, finish the work we already started on them, and then try to secure some points. Instead, just goes right for those 19s, just falling low and right. I think just getting that third number up with one single is just well worth the effort. And if you hit the trip, then you're looking extra good because it would have gotten you the point lead as well. Great 5 mark there from Christy. Now the shot's getting a little harder here. Finds the 15s on the first. And hits a 7 mark there. Great shot from Kaja Prisbal. Very risky shot going for that close first there. But a big stick nonetheless.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming.
No. Denise does what she can, though. Finding 5 on the 16s, but with the X already on them. It's up to Sarah here to just close those and get the point lead back. And Christy throwing a 4.25 right now is more than capable of hitting these two 19s to the 18 transition. So we'll see. She just needs to take her time with this approach. Finds the 19s. Needs a double 18 or a trip. Oh, it doesn't connect. Kaja knows that this is going to be the opportunity. She needs to bury it here. Got wayward after the first, but does the bare minimum there. Does get the point lead back. Yeah, Brian, I agree with you on that. Sarah does have a very clean dart throw. I definitely held on to that second dart a little bit too long there. Only getting one bull. Chrissy needing double, double, and then a double. Good fallout there onto the 18. Kaja here to clean up. Does get it there. 2 straight for Kaja and Sass. Ringers girls, unfortunately, going out there. So into their run in third place. And coming up next here now is going to be the finals of the women's doubles combo. Blondie and Obs, Kaja and Sass coming up next here. So, of course, DJ Sayer in the booth with me. I'm Nick Teixeira. We'll be back with the action in just a few here, folks. Alrighty, folks. Hope you didn't go far. It is time for the finals of the ladies bracket here. Excited to see how this one pans out. Blondie and Obbs are your queen seat holders. That's going to be Aubrey Frazier and Stephanie Soth going up against Kaja Prisbel here and Sarah Sass. Excited to see how this one plays out. I think Kaja and Sarah were looking mighty strong in the last one, so it's going to be tough, but they do have to double dip, so that's a tall task regardless. We'll see what ends up happening here. Obbs finds that first one. Kind of underthrows that second and then is able to correct. Well thrown on the last, but Kaja out in front at a 1-5-1. Yeah, Kaja is all serious. When I went out there in between the third place match and this one, I saw her. She gave a little smile, a little wave, and then went out and just kind of did her routine to kind of get herself recentered and trying to stay focused on this one. You can tell she is all serious at the moment. Unfortunate fallout on the last there for Blondie, but does find two, getting herself in range. Sarah just needs to make sure to score well here and guarantee that Kaja will get a shot. Hat trick will freeze. Needs to get below 85. Yeah, couldn't do it on one dart there. Just need to stay true in the bowl. So 1-4-3 there, which means Kaja will get the first look at it now at a 109. Or, well, second look at it out. She did have a look at 151 as well. But first look on this go around here. Double 16. Oh, tried to take it out in style. You can see she's getting into it, giving some pumps there. Blondie now will get a shot for the 125. Still alive. Decides to just stay on the bulls there, focusing on setting up a freeze instead. Sarah needs to make sure to score at least one or two bulls here. That's a solid shot there. Needs to get below 38, so a low ton and some change. She needs to focus on just bringing it down. Yeah, it doesn't freeze there. Yeah, I think that's kind of a missed opportunity switching off the bull. I understand not wanting to potentially bust it or anything like that, but it's a huge risk, and now Kaja just gets to take a fat 16 here. Oh, she went for the double 8 and went high. Not feeling confident in the shot, but you have to go fat there. Oh, going wayward, though. Single 20 now. Oh, does the double 10. All right, these girls are playing with some doubles on. And Blondie and Obbs take the leg that definitely should have been going Kaja and Sarah's waist just by number of shots at the out there. So huge steal for Blondie and Obbs. And now we're at match point in this final. A weak start there for Kaja. Not the 7 mark we saw her start off with previously. So Sarah is gonna need to pop that 21st and then move along from there. Yeah, see, I don't agree with that shot order at all. You have to just take your easy number out at the 20, because that worst case scenario, at least you'll end up chalk there. But just getting a single mark of the 19 and nothing else here accomplishes effectively nothing. It gives Obbs every opportunity to make this really hurt. Even a 3 mark here causes a lot of damage. won't hurt too bad. But Kaja and Sarah gonna need to tighten up their game and play like how they did in their third place match here, or else they're gonna be in some serious danger very quickly. If Sarah trips is 19 at any point, you close that 20. I think there's always going to be an argument to close the 20 in this turn, but yeah, you have to close it. Stays for the 3 in the bed, hits a 9 mark. Great shot, but I think that last dart would have been better spent closing that 20 there. You're playing with fire. And a 6 mark hit. Obs showing why you needed to close there. Good shot from her. Kaja down 49, so Tripp does get the point lead. Goes up to close, needs to close it, and does do so. So now an 8-point advantage. Would have had a slightly higher point advantage if they did on the previous go, but better late than never, ladies. Puts pressure on Blondie now to perform. Needs to find those 18s. And connects on the last great shot there from Blondie. They're definitely struggling a little bit at the moment here. I mean, again, she did hit that big 9, but has been up and down. And with how smooth her stroke is, you'd expect a little bit more consistency in the game throughout. So we're going to see if she's able to dial it in here. Ob's firing blanks there, though. Kaja went up for the 1, 2, 3. Instead of only getting the 1. Huge 3-mark opportunity. Blind just needs a single 18 that can go to those 19s if she so desires. Depends on how aggressive she wants. She decides to stay up. Only finding the 1, 18 there. Just to give you guys an update on the Pro-Am, they just called the third place match there. So Step Brothers, which we saw in the very beginning, they're going to be going up against Hagahow. So we will begin the finals of the Pro-Am after this. And then the men's doubles cricket bracket currently playing those 5th, 6th matches there. So we'll probably jump it around the third place match, give or take for that. So not too much left, but plenty of great darts to be seen, especially with these high pressure finals moments coming up. So again, make sure to give us a share. Let us know where you're watching in from. Nick Teixeira, DJ Sayer, happy to be bringing you coverage of this.
Well, big shot here for Sarah, and we could be looking at tied up 1 apiece. Oh, but only a 1 mark, so door open now for Blondie and Obs. Obs up a leg. I'd like to see her be a little aggressive here. Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, especially with that queen seat advantage, I have to agree with you there. If you get that first start, go ahead and take the look here. You like that close there?
Not really. You got the 19 battling against the 16. I'd take advantage of that. Blondie gonna punish.
Yeah, it looks like it's a huge punish as they were not able to get those 15s on a line. And with them being on match point, this is a huge moment here. Obs, if she gets those 315s, anything extra is massive. Just needs to take her time, dial in on this shot. This is a very important round for her team right here. Oh, doesn't connect on the lasso. Now the torch handed back over. Kaja. This is her best chance she's going to get to save this leg and the match. Let's help bring it back to a 4-3 bull race now. Blondie needs to get the single 15. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't agree with throwing the first dart of the bull there. You got to throw the necessary dart here. No need for fancy fanfare. Kaja can really, really drill this now. It doesn't. A little bit of off moment. I meant to say Sarah could really drill it there, so my mistake. Do want to correct myself there. Two bulls away from winning this 2 straight in the final. Oh, doesn't connect. So now 4 bulls. Kaja Prisbull to save it. Needs double now. Only gets 1. So now 3-2 in the bull race here. Oh, that's hanging for Blondie. Oh, gets 1 though. One more. And connects it. 2 straight there. Blondie and Obs taking down Kaja and Sass in this final here. So congratulations to those ladies.
Yeah, a little bit of a hucklebuck there as Kasha and Sass looked like they were going to win that leg, tied up at 1 apiece, but Blondie and Obs coming through in the end.
Yeah, huge moments there. So we're just waiting on the conclusion as that third place match for the Pro-Am is underway. So we'll kind of do our overhead shot, take a look at what's going on over there. As soon as that's done, we'll begin the finals and then switch back over to the men's doubles bracket where it should be in the third place match, give or take. So, guys, we have a couple great matches left. Be sure to stay tuned. This is all the best stuff that we got for you. Don't even worry about it. Nick the Sheriff, DJ Sayer, be back in just a moment, everybody. back to the Pro-Am to see what the boys got for us here. Matt Jenkins, Leon Hopkins, Mr. Trippy Hippie, Derek Howard, and Michael Hagenow going at it on the dartboard. Step Brothers, Hagenow, third place match to see who goes back and plays in the final against the Grower Not Shower team. Excited to see how this bracket finishes out here. It's very interesting to see because our early favorite, Jeremiah Berger, Randy Fern, went 2 and outs. Step Brothers is the team that sent him out on the losers side here. So after that, they had not dropped a leg since pretty much, except for once against the IDK team. So excited to see if they can keep up that. Matt Jenks to start us off here. Bare minimum, does 3. Matt did come up to me out there, and he's like, I don't know what it is, but every time I throw in the bullpen, I can't shoot well. But I don't have the problem at other tournaments. So I'm not thinking about the stream or anything. It's not connecting. I said, it must be the rubber mat. Has to be. It's the only difference maker. Of course, last time we featured the Step Brothers team, they broke the internet on our board, so we had to get it back on a line there. So hopefully they don't do that again. Joe in the chat saying, bring the heat, Mike. So, guys, let us know who you're cheering for, what teams you're pulling for, and where you're watching from. Excited to be seeing this one here. Again, this is to get a spot in the final here in the Pro-Am bracket. Oh, it's going to be hard to sneak another one in. Yeah, good switch there from Matt, finding those 19s on the last. Those first 2 darts overhead on that 20, not real much room for success there, so good transition and board management. Oh, what a 9 mark there from Matt Hagenow, finding it at a good time, getting a 10-point advantage, shutting on those 20s and still holding the 18s. Great shot there. Oh, what an answer this would be. Oh, finding 7, Leon Hopkins. Now, DJ, is it fair to say, I mean, we saw these guys play earlier in this bracket, both these teams at different points. Is it fair to say that they're going to be closer to their A game at this point in the bracket just because it's do or die, or do you think it's going to be a little bit more nervy?
No, I expect it to be building. They should be closer to top form by now. The only time the nerves will come in that you'll typically see is late in game situations. I mean, which could happen at any point, but by now they should be warmed up, ready to roll. And I think some of the averages are reflecting that.
Mike finds 5. 1 point short of the lead, though. So Leon here just needs the 2 18s to close. We'll need some points as well. I think he would feel a little bit more comfortable getting a trip first, though. Now I should do the switch. Didn't connect the way he wanted it to. Going high and left. Needs that last one and finds it. Great last start there. He's very much very delicate, very mechanical with the start. He lines up and he holds that dart there for so long, and that's so tough to do when you're holding your arm that long. Typically, it just starts to strain your muscle a little bit, and usually don't want to hold it there for multiple seconds. But Look at this. Matt Jenks finding a great 8 mark there. Good shot from Jenks.
Oh, and a slip up from Mike. So, forced air there. See if Leon can continue his hot run, averaging a 5 mark.
He will. Beautiful darts there from Leon Hopkins. Beautiful darts. Hat trick there, though. Keeps a backdoor opportunity available if, for some reason, Matt does not take these 2 bulls, but you have to imagine he will. Yep, finds it on the first there. Matt Jenks, 508. Leon Hopkins, 5-5. Both those men shooting good. The Step Brothers win leg number 1 here. It's up to Iron Mike to start off right here. Oh, look at this. Jenks feeling good. Ooh, just barely doesn't connect. Showing a lot more of the game that we were kind of hoping to see from him that we unfortunately did not get to see yesterday. Definitely turning it on and showing why he has so many Wisconsinite fans. Of course, those Wisconsinites, it's like a dark click out there, man. You're either in or you're out. That was a huge shot from Derek Howard there. It forced Leon to just move to 18s, and he did not look comfortable at all during those 3 darts there. So now Mike can just grab those and go. Huge shot there. Oh, needs to hit it, though. Now, so you're just giving the opportunity right back. Now he's debating if he wants to take the risk on the dagger or go back to the points. Takes the risk and doesn't hit. See, he found that first start trip, and I think with the single on the 20, you could have made an argument just to go there, go for the close, and then it forces Derek here to have to hit a 4 mark on the 17s before moving. I don't know. We'll see if it pays off. It really is now up to Derek to see if he punishes by loading up those 20s. Oh, he's gonna punish. Taking a moment to gain composure. Just needs a big old single here. Just like me.
You are a big old single?
Yes, and could use one. Does find it there. Yeah, now Leon's in a little bit of danger here. Needs to go trip. Always covered that. Yeah, and he deflected out. There was no room left in the bed there unless he had to go from a different angle.
Yeah, it looked like there was some room on the right side. Maybe a slide to his right, but not to do. Mike gonna let him off.
Yeah, this would be a huge let off. That's a huge, huge moment now. Matt with the hot hand on the board altogether too. This is that I'm very surprised in Iron Mike there. Went over the bed though, yeah, and he tried to correct by going to the left hand side. Not the snap back that Jenks needed. Jenks feeling janky there. Needs to make sure to stay true. Nothing fancy. Does find it, and with extra credit. Trippy Hippie gets the close. Still leaving an 8-mark opportunity for Leon here, but a lot of pressure on the Step Brothers' backs at the moment. Yeah, I think Mike could just starting up with those 20s here and getting a chance to get dialed in might be very beneficial to him. He needs to just stay up on all three and does connect on the last. 99-point advantage now for Hagenow. Or Hagahow. Hagenow. And won't be able to get the point lead back now. Does help close the distance here, but Trippy Hippie's been going for very aggressive closes. Don't need to be too aggressive with it. I still think throwing a trip 20 first is probably the safer option here. You don't want to leave them with a chance to go trip 15, trip 15. Jumps around the board, though. I don't like that shot either. If you're going to do one, you might as well commit to it like we talked about earlier, DJ.
Yeah, I think the level of commitment just has to be there before you step to the line. If you're going to elect to throw at it.
Well, now just a 3-mark needed. Decides to move and stay on the 20 there. Does find 5, so good shot there. Again, trying to not leave himself an opportunity where they can go trip 15, single 15, or trip 15, trip 15, and then go up. Oh, not a good moment for Matt to do that, though. Drippy hippie. 3 bulls now to give it a 1-all and go into a last leg decider to see who gets into that final. Does find it there. Derek Howard sinks that one in. 1 apiece now. Comes down to who wins the diddle to see who gets the advantage here. Matt Jenks to show first. Let's see here. You can see Iron Mike just trying to take the approach. He likes to throw from the side and use it as a backboard. He's done it on pretty much every diddle we've seen him do it. Taking that side approach here, dialing in. Connects right into the double there. Huge shot. Hagahow will get the throw here to start off. Third place match. Let's see who gets to go into the finals. Grower, not shower. Waiting patiently over there. In the men's doubles cricket, looks like the third place match is actually underway. They're moving pretty quick there, so we're going to get the third place here, and then the finals, and then the other finals as well. Great shot there from Matt, finding 7. Aggressive look there from Leon. Taking that jump up on the last start there. I don't know if he was just not feeling super comfortable in those 19s, but took the switch. Now giving the opportunity to Iron Mike here. 1 dart trip will get the point lead back. Doesn't do it here, so Jenks now opportunity to just take away those 20s. Oh, what a lax turn this is. Getting the last start there, but I mean, you kind of saw the excitement from the Hagahow team. Oh, look at this. Leon. His switch up has not been solid, but his 19s are looking good, so. Good answer by Haganow. Hagahow. I keep doing that. Good shot by Mike. Let's just go with that. Ooh, dagger dart. Jenks does the switch and connects that time. 22-point advantage.
Big opening there. So Leon can put some distance between he and Hagahau here. A couple of triples will do.
Oh,
Big shot.
yeah, you called it. That will definitely do.
Matt still with the lead here. So should just look to progress this game towards the finish line.
We get their spot in the finals as well.
Yeah, and you talked about it earlier. Matt, a completely different player today than he was yesterday.
Turns out maybe he was right. It was just the traffic jam and not getting a couple warm-up darts was all the difference maker.
Well, I mean, how many warm-ups did he need, though? Because we saw him in the third-place match. Like,
Yeah, that is fair. He also did say he felt like he hasn't thrown a good game in the bullpen, and his games outside of it have been a lot stronger. So I think he's finally getting over that and kind of shaking it off and just treating it like a normal dartboard.
well, he and partner Leon are into the final of the Pro-Am here. Commiserations to our third-place finishers, Mike Hagenow and Derek Howard. We will have that final coming up straight away, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Here we go, folks. It's finals time. We got the Pro-Am Cricket Finals. Grower, Not Shower, and Step Brothers duking it out here. And then, of course, Step Brothers, Matt Jenks, Leon Hopkins, actual Step Brothers, going up against Cody Cottrell and Travis Brewster. Now, Grower Not Shower beat out Hagahau 3-2 in that King Seat match that we saw a little while back, right? And we just saw Step Brothers beat out Hagahau. So I think this is going to be a pretty even keel match here. It's going to really come down to if Step Brothers can rise to the occasion. They need to start off strong here, and they don't want this going all the way. Oh, no, that's not the same Matt Jenks we just saw. Right now, Grower Not Shower just playing with ease. 2 numbers up, got the close in the 18s there, and Jenks had a very, very weak first start, especially relative to the performance he just gave us. So he's going to need to turn it on here. You kind of see his dart. I mean, there's no loft to it. That's a very direct and dart, so it's all depending on where his follow through points him to. John Bennett, the King Seat holder, is the Grower Not Shower team, so that's going to be Cody and Travis. So they just need to win this set right here, and it's all over. Ooh, and that was not a good turn there, and stayed on it for the last start, giving Leon an opportunity to go for a potential 8 mark here. Interesting stuff. Doesn't find the first start, so he's going to have to stay now. Travis does correct on the last start, but doesn't regain the point lead. Honestly, if I'm in Jenks' position here, I go for the 2 mark on the 19 and up to the 20 there. Just go for that 5 mark, get out of the way. I don't normally like playing too close of a point game, but in this situation, it's a massive upgrade in position for him. Decides to start on the 17, though, and staying there. Loads up 6. It's smart only if Cody doesn't hit a big turn here. If Cody hits at least a 5 mark, it's kind of a moot point. Yeah, that's a huge shot from Cody. I think going for the close might have been more fortuitous. Oh, good switch on the last for Leon. Doesn't connect, though. Chris Swanson picking a fight with Dan Burke in the chat there. Oh, what a shot here from Travis. Great shot from Travis. Yeah, huge 9 mark at a right opportune time and kind of showing the Step Brothers team that they kind of missed their opportunity on the shutdown earlier. And Cody's just going to keep chugging away here. Excellent shot and great last start there from Cody Cottrell. Double. Can you get one more? It's 5. I mean, it's a great shot, but right now, I mean, it's Travis and Cody's game to lose. Does leave a potential outshot on the next go if Travis does not score any points and doesn't close the Bulls here.
So quick work of leg number 1. This is 3 out of 5 now that we're back into the winner's side. So a little bit of time for Step Brothers to get it figured out here, but they will not want to go down 2-0.
Oh, certainly not. Although we have seen from the stream this weekend, if you go down 2-0, you're guaranteed to at least get back to 2-1. Unwritten rule of Michigan. This is definitely an opportunity that Leon had the hot hand of his team the last go here. Just need to stay true on those 19s. And a huge last start there. So now getting a good start off for him. Oh, it does get the triple in the second. Go over to those 18s. Nah, he decides to stay. Going a little bit left. Leon does hit the dagger on the last one there, getting that close. Oh, good first start for Cody. Plenty of room to work with in that bed. Yeah, loads it up there.
Travis going to look to help his partner out here, only averaging 2.5 marks. Meanwhile, Cody averaging 8. But he'll do a good job this time, shutting both numbers down and taking the 16s.
Yeah, Travis and Cody just turning it on at the right time there and really laying down the law, forcing Leon to just load up the 15s if he can.
There it is. Oh, wait, down 10 points. My mistake.
Oh, No outshot though, so it is basically locked and sealed for this one. Now, I mean, you mentioned you don't want to be 2-0 down, and that goes without saying, right? Uh, if you are the team that's 2-0 down, how do you reset? How do you try to clear your mentality, and how do you win from this point?
I think you just have to trust the process. Keep throwing, especially if I feel like I'm the better team or better player, which you should. Yeah, it's just it'll come, and if it doesn't, then we shake hands and go get a drink.
There you go. The water is great out here in Kalamazoo.
No, they like their brew in Kazoo.
that they do. Oh, nightmare start for Matt. I think Travis is kind of surprised at this board state. This is going to hurt. Not as bad as it could have, but I mean, they basically just gave away the start now. Yeah, Leon needs to get everything corrected for the team and set the ship sailing forward. Awkward. All tangled up over there. Oh, wayward turn for Cody. So Matt gets a redemption turn here. This is a pivotal point. Great shot there from Brewster. I think in the last start there, going back to the 20s probably was a slightly safer play, but huge momentum swing again, forcing Leon to perform now. Needs at a 4 mark before going to those 20s. Good marker for him. Sherry, Mike ended up finishing in 3rd for Mike and Derek. A little nervy here. Huge last start after the drop start on the floor. Cody connects with the double. That was a very big. If you have to hit it if you're going for that shot, and does connect. So Matt now forced to start on the 17s. Yeah, Josh, I do agree with you in the comments here. I say the play safe shot just because of the fact that you're up 2-0. Yes, you can't take risks when needed, but if you can avoid setting yourself up in risky scenarios, it kind of just puts them down and puts the pressure on the back of Step Brothers. Just look at this. Huge shot here. Just the 5 mark, but a 5 mark that's well timed. Getting them back in the mix. Cody's going to need to find a new playground. Start swinging on it.
Here he comes. Great shot there from Cody. Taking the lead, shutting it down.
Truly a now or never moment for Matt Jenkins.
Yeah, a minimum of 5 here required. Otherwise, it's almost certain that Travis will shut it down and take a lead going into the bull. He's not even going to close it. Ooh, That's interesting. Travis giving Cody a look back as if to say, like, you ready?
Yeah,
We're about to win this.
Look at that. They are. Oh. Yeah, you called that look there.
Yeah, the couple of guys that I'm pretty familiar with in Travis and Cody. This is honestly a big win for them. So excited to see it. Cody, I mean, yesterday playing as an AM in the pro singles makes fourth place. Travis has been pretty hot the last year or two. So these two just kind of realizing what all of the time and work that they've been putting in. So congrats to them for Matt and Leon. Commiserations. I mean, second place in the pro am, certainly nothing to sneeze at. So good showing. But yeah, excited for it.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations to them there coming out on top. So that will do it for the pro and bracket. But we have the men's doubles cricket final now. Farmageddon versus Griffin coming up next here. Don't go far, folks. They're coming right to the board, and then we'll be right to the action here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Darters alike. Nick DeShera here, joined by DJ Sayer in the booth for our last final of today, the men's doubles cricket final over here in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the 38th annual BullShooter Tour here. We got Farmageddon versus Griffin. On the Farmageddon team, we have Jacob Johnson and Jason Topsky. And then on Griffin, Josh Bird, which we saw in our stream yesterday, and Alex Worthington, which we also saw on our stream yesterday, but for different reasons. Let's see what Wolf's able to do here. Solid 5. Yeah, Josh, that when we saw him on the stream last night, he had some real moments of brilliance where when his A game he clearly showed is second to none. He was lighting it up left and right and then just cooled off at the wrong moments.
Second to none? You think Josh's A game is better than everyone else's A game?
Second to none relative to this regional. Come on. Come on. Obviously, I don't expect him to go up there second to none A game. But, I mean, when we were watching him, he was in the high sixes for multiple games before he fell off.
You just say a lot of hyperbole stuff.
Well, that's called building up. Okay. Do you want me to be – I could be more pragmatic here. I could be like, all right, and these guys are throwing slightly above average again. Like, no, I'm trying to build up a story here, DJ.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded, bud.
Keep me grounded. Let me be Icarus, and if my wings burn off, they do. But you are right. That is pretty fair.
So Wolf here, we were given all kinds of slack yesterday in the singles final because he was in the bullpen, and it almost appeared that Josh was getting annoyed by him. Like he still kind of dapped him up when he put it out there, but really giving off a lot of hints to just like let him play. But I got to admit, Bird looks like he's pretty solid, and Josh struggling here today.
Yeah, he does get the hat trick in here, but Farmageddon, especially because this is a 2 out of 3, so they're pretty much set here to go up on match point against the Griffin team. Now, I will give credit to the Griffin team here. They lost in the third round of the winners bracket. That means they had to win 7 straight matches to get back here, so they are on a grind. That could help them out. That means that they haven't been sitting. They've been constantly playing. Well, bird is the word. Time to start off here for game number 2.
Do the little punch thing.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, that's more what we were used to seeing yesterday.
Yeah, strong open
Jake,
there.
the player that I'm most familiar with here.
He does have
State Farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say he does have the State Farm nickname. So yeah, what do you know about him?
He's just a Michigan guy. I mean, so I've seen him a good bit. Yeah, he comes down the Ohio Regional normally, but with there being one in Michigan this year, obviously it's the closest one for him.
Yeah, definitely been fortunate with having a regional so close to home in Florida. It's always been 15 to 30 minutes away, even all the different houses I lived over the years. So it's definitely nice when the regional is right in your backyard. Great start to here. See what he does. Yeah, gonna keep loading up now and looking down. Can you do the switch? Doesn't quite connect, but a solid 7. Wolf now should just go for those 219s. Is going to do so.
Wolf has a really good action. Straight back, straight forward, good pace to it.
Yeah, pretty clean to watch for sure. Oh, that's a lax turn there for Top Dog.
Jake just not letting up.
Yeah, shooting a 6.33 at the moment. Looking good.
But his team losing in this leg.
When you see the Griffin team has really just been dictating the throw, the other team in this one, they're just kind of staying ahead. They have the higher ground and taking advantage of it, as we've talked about time and time again. Brian asked if we're going to see the commentators in the trips bracket. I will be playing in it because we do, unfortunately, not stream the mixed trips and mixed doubles events. So I actually did just find myself a team out there. So playing with Roger and Lindsay. Excited to see how that one goes. I did play mixed trips in Tennessee last week, where in the first round I go against a team that ended up winning it all. So that's usually my bracket luck.
You could have changed that, though.
It was up to me to dictate.
Because you actually found a pretty solid team on the fly. Who'd you play with again?
Brett Davis and then Little Deb.
Yeah. So where'd you guys end up?
We ended up just outside the top 6. I want to say I don't know if we were quite that 7th, 8th, or if we were the step right before it. We won 3 on the loser side, and then got beat out by Kelly Thornton, Mason Sasser, and Sydney. I'm not sure her last name.
That Mason kid, huh?
Yeah, that dang kid. Let me tell you.
15 years old.
Show off. That's what I say. Yeah, at 15 years old, I could throw a 5-0. It was just points per dart. Looks like this is set to go to a last leg decider for the first set here. Chat wants to know what DJ is going to be doing after this. DJ, what you got planned for the rest of your day?
We're doing a date night.
Ooh,
so.
You and me?
No. It's in me and my wife.
Oh.
Don't let the pink hair fool you. You're not my type.
Hey, I can start collecting rocks like the best of them.
She does have a mean rock collection.
All right, here we go to the diddle. Oh, didn't connect. Gets to throw it again. Doesn't go, though, so Farmageddon will get the start here. Jake from State Farm to start us off. He is the hit big on this open. 5 mark or more minimum to feel comfortable on this start. And that'll do, donkey. That'll do. Oh, look at that. Top dog finding what he needs. Big 6 there. Yeah, huge opportunity for Jake now. If he can get that second and maybe even a third number online, he does get the second. Can he get the third? Oh, what a timing is this? Great 6 mark to follow his partner's 6 mark there. They're looking real strong. They might just take the whole match here.
Yeah, it felt like Josh needed a lot more than that. So, Topsky, after the miserable leg last time, averaging 6 a turn this time.
It's all about timing. That's what it is. And if you can turn it on a last leg decider, be happy to do
Well, and he
so.
played a pretty solid first leg as well. So if you're gonna have 2 out of 3, or if you're gonna condense all of your good shots into 2 legs, that's probably a pretty good strategy.
Absolutely. Solid 7. They're punishing that leave on the 16s. Doesn't get him out of the woods, but keeps him in the running here. Forces Jake to have to hit now. Does decide to get the close here. Josh with the opportunity. He can either load up those 15s and then go for the shot or go for the shot now. Did decide to go for it now. Now has to switch to the 15s. If he did hit the 8 mark there, would have forced the Farmageddon team to hit a 5 at or a 6 at minimum to get the lead back, but doesn't work. So now Farmageddon just needs to regain control.
Well, opportunity.
Yeah, this is huge. You have to take a swing here. Same thing like what Josh did. You threw the first one. If it connects, you keep moving. If not, you go back to points. Oh, we got a live one. Now just back over to those 15s there. It is closing the gap, though. And the leg that they were not in the running for, now all of a sudden in contention. Ooh, big risk there from Jake. I think you stay on the 17 for the first 2. Because now you just left a great shot back. If we first start trips, all that's needed. And yeah, now we can take the look for double 18, double 17, or trip. Doesn't go, though. Risk will pay off just fine here. Huge last start there for Top Dog.
It's still within touching distance here for Wolf. Gonna need 3 perfect darts.
Ooh, and that was unlucky on the last there. Yeah, Jake just needs to hit the 1, 2, 3 now. And we'll be able to put a couple extra points on the board. Doesn't do so, but good shot there. Find the hat trick. Bird definitely needed a little bit more out of that turn, but we'll take the bare minimum there. This could be the match, though. I have to be careful on their approach. Don't want to leave the outshot for the opponent. That's a great switch. Now there's no outshot available, and yeah, that will really help drill it in there. Now it's 5 bulls needed to get back up instead of 2. Or 1, I believe it was 1. That's a good answer. Try to switch on last.
With a 3 dart out.
Yeah, it is.
3 dart opportunity.
It is. It is. Does get the point lead, but not happy with that go for sure. Want to try to add a little bit more on. Yeah, this is what Top Dog did last time. Just load up the 17s. No,
Well, honestly, I think it's the right shot. I know this leg isn't reflective of it, but I think Jake, the more consistent player, I would rather have him shooting for the Bulls for the win.
Certainly. Needs one more of those. And takes it there. The Farmageddon team wins it 2-1 in our last final here of today. You can see some big hugs from the gentlemen there and some big emotion from those guys. Very happy to have a good one on the board for them. Super good stuff there. As that will pretty much do it for us today, huh, DJ?
Yeah, we are done for the day, so you give them hell and mixed trips. But yeah, more action tomorrow. We've got the pro doubles as well as the open and ladies doubles.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, don't go far because tomorrow morning, bright and early, we'll be bringing you the action. Nick Teixeira and DJ Sayer in the booth. Thanks for tuning in with us today, and see you guys tomorrow.